SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew is proud to announce we are now officially powered by TEC. If their fiber optic internet service can handle everything we throw at it here in the studio, from videos to calls and live streams, you better believe they can handle your home or business too. If speed, stability, and service is important to you, you can count on TEC. Thanks, TEC. Now let's get to the show. In a world that moves way too fast, there's one place that feels like home. Tater's Place in Paris, Tennessee, where the sizzle of a smash burger meets the sound of laughter and every plate tells a story. Bring the family, make memories, and taste the love in every bite. Live music, real people, and unforgettable food. That's Tater's Place, 3615 Highway 79 North. Find the flavor you've been missing at Tater's Place. Come and feel what you've been hungry for.
Are you looking for a fence that gives you peace of mind? At All Star Fence Company, we don't just build fences, we build confidence. Whether it's keeping your family safe, protecting your property, or simply adding curb appeal, All Star delivers unmatched quality, dependable service, and lasting results. Locally owned and trusted across West Tennessee, Kentucky, and beyond, we're the name homeowners count on for reliability and strength since 1971. All Star Fence Company, your first line of defense and your best choice for peace of mind. Visit allstarfenceandsupply.com today.
Hey folks, happy Sunday and welcome to another episode of SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew. I'm your host. Glad to have you with us on another just good Sunday night. It's been a beautiful day and I hope you enjoyed it and were able to get out and do some stuff or watch some football, whatever you enjoy doing. But glad to have you with us here for another episode. Going to have a fun one tonight. We've got head coach Stephanie Winders of the Henry County Cross Country team with us tonight to talk about that program and some of the guys that run with that and some guy that just sat down at the table. And so good to have you with us. I want to say thank you real quick to our sponsors. Thank you to TEC for the internet service that they provide here at the studio. Our entire studio is now outfitted with TEC high fiber broadband internet that is coming to Paris. And so we're thankful to them for that they allowed us to hook in and listen to everything that we throw at it with video and cameras and lighting and everything that's around here that's connected to the internet. If they can handle that, they can. Or if it can handle it, it can handle what you've got going on at home. And so, want to say thank you to TEC. Also, want to say thank you to Taters out on the Lake Highway for their sponsorship. As always, if you're hungry and looking for something to eat, Taters is a great place to go. They got a wide variety on their menu. Just about anything you're looking for and could want, they've got for you. It's good food, good fun times, good fellowship with folks out there, and so just a great atmosphere. Don't forget they've also got the bike shop out there too, though, and so if you've got a motorcycle and need some work done to it, you can go out there and take it to Taters and get you a bite to eat while they're working on your bike, and then they'll get you back on the road, I'm sure, as soon as they possibly can. And so thank you to Taters, and then also thank you to All-Star Fence Company, Jeff Archie and his crew. All your fencing needs, whether it be privacy fences or dog runs or anything like that, they can help take care of it and get you situated with whatever it is you're needing from them. That's All-Star Fence, and we appreciate their sponsorship. So it was a good weekend for sports, and it's been a busy couple days, especially around Henry County. We got the Buckelew's Breakdown coming at you right now, talking about the big Henry County Patriot win over Brentwood High on Friday night at Patriot Stadium. And so we're going to roll into that right now. Said a big game for the Patriots as Brentwood, a perennial 6A powerhouse, comes rolling into Patriot Stadium. And I had a good feeling about the game on Friday night as I was talking to folks. They were asking me how I think it's going to go, and I told everybody that it's going to be a good game, but Henry County's got a chance, and we got things going early on with the run game. There you see Diesel Ward with one of his carries, and we were pretty much able to just move the ball at will in the first half. Another big physical run there by Diesel, and one more coming up set Henry County up in good field position as we just ran right behind that offensive line that we had working Friday night. And then here you see Aiden Spellings keep it, call his own number, and get into the end zone to get Henry County on the board first in that contest. And so, again, just a good back-and-forth game by both squads, two really good teams. Here we see another, I think it's another big run from Aiden as he spins away and gets away from the defense there and picks up a big play for the Patriots. Used to seeing that. Here Emmett Jones takes the handoff, goes up the middle, one of his bigger runs of the night, put Henry County in position to get on the board again, I think, there, if I remember correctly. But here, good defense by Brentwood. They say Aiden didn't get in. I think he did, but that is his touchdown run. I'm sorry. There's another one coming up where that was coming off of Emmett's run. Aiden was able to score and go up there, and then coming right at you here. I want to thank Scott Norwood for getting these pictures. Number 4 there for Brentwood has a familiar last name, Merrill. If you're familiar with Tennessee football, his brother, I think, was Walker Merrill. Diesel Ward there. Met him, though. I don't know who that guy is. Good grief. But anyway, another good run here by Aiden. Just a physical on 3rd and 2 yards. Picks up about 6 or 7 to give Henry County the first down. Keep marching down the field and just had our way, as I said, all night long. Here, some we haven't seen all season long, Ja'Kai Beard getting some handoffs and making some big runs for Henry County. This one here may be the 4th down stop where we had it 4th and less than a yard to go. But, yeah, they stop us here. This is what drives me crazy. Watch number 45 at the end of this play as Aiden comes in and just comes up and kicks the football into his chest. Real classy. Thanks for that. But that's what always makes it good to compete against those guys and beat them. But a huge defensive stand here for the Patriots. You see as their quarterback nearly fumbled that ball in the end zone, but they took over on downs from inside the 1 after we couldn't get it in and ran 3 straight quarterback sneaks, trying to get us to jump off sides, but didn't want to pick up a safety because at that time they were leading, I think, 16-14 in the contest. Here's the 3rd and final one where they tried to draw us off sides, didn't fall for it, and so he'll just go back up under center and do the sneak again. But our defense, again, stood tall. The second half, the first half was all offense, Henry County, but it was all offense for Brentwood as well. The second half, Henry County came out, and their defense completely shut down the Bruins, held them scoreless, and Henry County was still able to move the football. Here we see Aiden rolling out. He finds Deontay Ward in the open field. Deontay picks up 5 or 6 there. But then more defense here from the Patriots. This was a huge play because Merrill is fast, and Connor Folks was about the last kid on that side of the field to get him. And if Connor hadn't stayed home, that was going to be a big run. Instead, it was a loss on the play. And then again, here you just see more Cam Henry and Brock Archie and those guys just nowhere for Brentwood to go. Another big play here by Ja'Kai. This is, I think, a 27-yard touchdown run from him. He gets around that right corner, gets going, and then just dives into the end zone, breaks the pylon, and give him 6. And that put Henry County on top. Henry County led at that point 20-16, and then the 2-point conversion again here by Aiden, just refusing to go down, makes it a 22-16 ball game, Henry County. And it would go that way back and forth for a couple of possessions, and then again Brentwood here just stopped in the backfield. Number 0 coming in, making a huge play for Henry County, dropping them for a loss on the play, and then just more defense. The whole second half, I'm telling you, was just a story of defense there. Brock Archie got a hand on that pass, nearly intercepted, but regardless, big play here by Emmett, went for a touchdown, but unfortunately there was a hold. That's the one he was tackled. Henry County went on a very slow, methodical drive to end the ball game. And when I say to end the ball game, Henry County forced Brentwood to punt, I believe, and Brentwood, we got the football with about 9 minutes left to go in the ball game. And then you see us here just grinding it out, play after play after play with Emmett and Diesel. and Henry County was able to take over 7 minutes off the clock to set up a winning opportunity. Here, Emmett goes into the end zone, but that was called back because of a holding penalty. And so put Henry County behind the chains, weren't able to move it any further. Jake Hatcher comes on in what's been the biggest kick of this season so far from 37 yards out, and it was just money. I just split the uprights with it, and that put Henry County up 9. I had said all night long on the radio, if one of these teams can get up 2 possessions, they're going to win the football game. And sure enough, Henry County was able to go up 9 at that point with about 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. Good special teams coverage here puts Brentwood with a long way to go just to try to catch up. They threw the football down the field, or tried to a little bit, made a little bit of progress. But again, the defense was just all over the Bruins all night long. That pass there falls incomplete. Colin Smith with the coverage there. And then on this path, I think Ryder Harrison gets a hand on it and tips it away right there. Ryder or Sam, I can't tell which one that was. It may have been Sam. But then defensively, the play that ended the game right here, as Brentwood scrambling. They have to throw it deep, and Sam Harrison just steps in front of it and intercepts it, and that was ball game. So a huge win for the Patriots over the Brentwood Bruins, 25-16. It's a non-region game. There's the best play in football when you're leading in the fourth quarter. It's the quarterback Neal. And Henry County moves 2-3 on the season. And we start region play this week with a trip to Northeast on Friday night. And so, but just a really good win. Again, folks asked me all week, what do you think it's going to be like? And I knew that it was going to be a good game, but after seeing that Page had they did shut out Brentwood, I knew that Henry County, if they played the way that they're capable of playing, had a chance to win that ball game, and sure enough, they did. So congratulations to them. Again, it was a great football weekend. If you let us, the Grove Patriots got a big win on Thursday night against Lexington. They'll play this upcoming week for the freshman championship. I think the JV is playing for the JV championship. Those games are in Crockett County. Then Saturday was just full of all kinds of great games. Ole Miss, LSU was a great game. Tennessee, Mississippi State was a great game. Alabama, Georgia was a great game. Just a full slate of them that you could have picked between all weekend long. So that's the Buckelew breakdown for this week. Again, glad you're with us tonight, and glad to have head coach Stephanie Winders of the Henry County cross country team with us, and also joining us are Hudson Massey and Cale Mathis. Like I said, Case is just sitting in for some reason, but that's okay. We're glad to have him too. Coach Winders, welcome to SportsCast. Glad to have you on, and
thank you for having us.
To hear about your program. I was telling y'all we start every episode with the best thing you've seen this week. And so I'm going to start with you. What's the best thing you've seen this week?
For me, on Tuesday, we raced in Huntington,
okay,
and several of our students, athletes, they got their personal record, PR.
Awesome.
So it was a hilly course, and when you can walk away and you have a PR and they're all excited.
Sure.
That's good stuff.
We're going to talk a whole lot about cross country and everything that goes into it, but those PR, you can educate me now, or we can talk about it later, but I would guess a lot of times it's not necessarily you're racing against other people as much as you're racing against your best time.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
See, I know a little bit about it. I'm doing all right.
We'll talk more about it.
All right, good. Cale, welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. What's the best thing you saw this week? It should be an easy, out of everybody at the table, this should be the easiest one for anybody to say. What's the best thing you saw this week?
Well, I might have to say my sister's wedding.
If you want to be let back in the house tonight, I was thinking you better say your sister's wedding, right? Sarah got married yesterday, and so that's always exciting. And
Yep.
Were you in the wedding?
No, I wasn't.
No. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, it's always fun to be in the wedding, but I would I feel like I would panic or something and just. It would, I don't know, it wouldn't be good if I had to stand up there in front of all those people at a wedding, probably. So glad to have you with us. Glad you're here. Hudson Massey.
Yep.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. My favorite thing for the weekend was just the Vols beating Mississippi State in overtime. It was good to watch them pull it out.
For some people. Some of us were rooting against the Vols.
Shouldn't have been.
It was a really good game. I didn't get to watch all of it. I tell you, we had such a busy weekend, like I said. For mine, like this whole weekend of everything that was going on was the best thing I saw. And you're like, what do you mean by that? Well, like I said, Thursday night, the Grove Patriots beat Lexington 40-12 and qualified for the championship. The big win Friday night at Patriot Stadium was huge. A lot of fun, great atmosphere. Saturday, watched the Arkansas Notre Dame game first, and that was terrible. But then Ole Miss LSU was really good. But then me and Dad went to the fairgrounds to the Havoc and Henry County boxing matches. And for $5, I told Sam McDaniel was doing the ring announcing there. I told him that's the most entertaining $5 I think I've ever spent in my life. I mean, I'm serious. It was well worth it. The $5 entry to watch. I think they had 22 bouts or 18 bouts, something like that. But so we went to that and watched boxing, and then Dad and I left there and went to Camden to watch Marty Allison, who was on my show a couple weeks ago, and Andrew, his son. We go to church with Andrew. They race over at Camden at the dirt track, and so we went and watched them race, and Marty won, and Andrew was leading for 11 laps, and then Marty just put this move on him and took him to school basically on how to drive a dirt car, and won the race, and Andrew came in second, but yeah, and so just then today had a good church service. Then me and Sam went over to Murray and played golf, played 18 holes of golf at Miller's, and so that was a fun afternoon too. So that best thing I saw was the whole weekend of just everything going on in Henry County. So, Coach, tell us about your program. Tell us about you a little bit. How long you been doing this? Your background in it, that kind of stuff. But then, tell us about your program.
All right. So, in 2011, my husband was a PE teacher at Lakewood, and we have 4 children, 3 sons and a daughter. And so he wanted to get a cross-country program started for our kids for a good experience. He never got the opportunity. They had a cross-country program in high school while he was at high school in Henry County, but it was for the basketball team. Okay. And so he went on the basketball team.
I gotcha.
So that's where we started in Henry County. Mine goes way back.
All right.
So I started running track in middle school, then I ran in high school, then I ran in college. And for me, it's a sport unlike any other. You make friends, you work hard,
sure.
You compete as a team, but you compete as an individual. And so it was an outlet for me, gave me an opportunity to go to college, didn't have to pay very much to go because I was scholarship. Met my husband, he came back to get his teaching license at Murray State, and so the rest is history for us. So cross country to me means a lot. It was an outlet for me growing up. I don't like to lose, and so that passion. We thought if we can share that with our kids,
right?
And so
talk about your kids, because I mean, the Winders name when it comes to running cross country and track and all of that stuff, especially around here, they made a name for themselves. Your boys did, and I think your daughter did too. Running for the Patriots,
they did. So they had a tough coach. Their dad was a tough coach.
Those dad coaches are always, they're rough.
But they put in the miles. They're motivated. They were dedicated. And so when you do that, it pays off. Yeah. And so we got a couple of championships for Henry County when they went through in track and also in cross country. The highlight, though, is when the second and third son, Tyus and Silas, went 1-2 all season long, and then they were 1-2 at state.
Nice.
So when we talk about motivation, they talked about it among themselves, not to anyone else, but they dreamed and they motivated and they visualized and they made it happen.
But they finished first and second in the state. And what events was it?
That was at cross country.
Okay.
So that was Tyus' senior year and Silas' sophomore year.
Nice.
So
Yeah. I knew that, again, a lot of times those kids do, you got state championships and people just, because, cross country just isn't on everybody's mind and it just isn't right out in front of everybody. Right. It's like, oh, okay. I didn't realize we had, state champion cross country. Yeah, we've got some state champion cross country runners from Henry County High School.
Yes, we do.
So, sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
So anyway,
go ahead.
So that's, and the same with track. They did the same thing in there. Okay. Some of them, except Dinah. It was a lot tougher for her.
Yeah.
So she never advanced to state in track. So.
How long have you been doing it?
So Lance has been the head coach all along, and then I like to be in the shadows.
Okay.
That's where I like to be. And then he retired 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I have a love for the kids, and I have a love for cross country. So I'm like, I asked Coach Summers, I said, I want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I want to keep doing track. And he said, okay. And so then I just picked up the rein, and here we go, and we're trying to build and grow the program.
Yeah, and so you do cross country in the fall, and
Correct.
then they have track in the like what you would think of like Olympics, but as far as the track team
Right.
goes, in the spring, and you're coaching both of those
Right.
Year round, probably, right? Because I would guess that like cross country isn't something you can take a break from. I mean, I guess you could take some time off if you needed to, but if you take too much time off, you start looking like me and less like Kale. Right?
We'll let Kale share some of his training too.
Yeah. So talk about that, Kale, because I remember like one day this week, or not this week, one day this school year, Whitney would always get really excited when she would be driving to school and see y'all out running at like early in the morning. I know there's been times where I've gotten to church at like 8 o'clock in the morning to get stuff done there, and you're out running. Like, talk about how much time and effort goes into being a good cross-country athlete.
Well, you really have to train a ton. So you probably have to train at least, you want to be training over 5 hours of running a week. So
Okay.
it's a lot.
So how much do you do?
Well, I usually run about 7 hours or a little over 50 miles. So.
Okay. And before we came on, you were saying how many miles you have ran this year.
Yep.
How much have you ran this year?
A little over 1,000.
That blows me away, because I probably haven't driven much more than 1,000 miles this year, and you've ran that far. Like Hudson was saying earlier, like that's running to the beach and back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
crazy.
But that's just, when do you do it?
I usually run in the morning mostly, but then I go to practice. I do it a little bit more.
So,
I like to run in the morning. A lot cooler outside.
Right, but y'all's practice during the afternoon, is that right?
Yes.
After school?
Yeah. After school.
And so what does a practice look like? I know they say like, well, you just run, but I mean, running cross country obviously is different than running track, right?
Is.
Like y'all could go out there and run laps around the track if you wanted to, but running cross country, it's a different kind of course, and
It's always on grass,
Okay.
usually. I mean, they'll go over some roads and stuff, but most of the time it's grass.
okay.
So we'll warm up, we'll do drills, we'll stretch, and then they'll go for a run, or we'll do repeats, or we'll do hill workouts. They love the hill workout. Not
Is that
really.
where you just run up the hill? Like,
Yes.
just, okay.
There you go up and volunteer.
Okay, nice.
We did 4 or 5 miles on that the other day.
Okay.
Up and down, up and down.
So this is your first year
Yeah.
of running cross country. You've always been an athlete, but decided, I think I'm going to run.
Yeah, I kind of didn't really have time for football this year
Okay.
with work and everything, and a really hard school load. And then, Kale and Thomas were running cross country, and I kind of wanted something to push me, so I was like, I'll try that. Running seems hard.
Y'all should really recruit Case over there to do it, because you should get out and run cross country with these guys, because probably some of the best exercise you can even
I was going to say,
get.
some of the best cross-country runners, when my kids were in school, we'd always compete, and we had a tough region.
Mm-hmm.
And Station Camp was always one top of the team, and they had all soccer players.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's just, if nothing else, it's great conditioning for all the running you have to do in soccer. And it doesn't, the seasons don't overlap. And so you can run cross country in the fall, get in shape for soccer in the spring, and benefit both programs. I mean,
correct.
So,
matter of fact, this year I picked up 2 soccer players.
Okay.
Besides the ones already. So
Sladen, right.
Sladen's a senior.
Yeah.
This will be his 4th year. He started running when he was just a little tot.
Yeah.
And then, Coach Poole said, I got this Chris Wood. He'd be a good runner. He does soccer. I've mentioned it to his mom. Why don't you give her a call and see if he'll do? So called, and they said, well, we'll try. And then it was the 1st of August, and Hudson's like, I want to come try. And I'm like, well, this is great. Now, they didn't have the summer program. They have the running, so they were a little behind as far as they came in, and they've been training for over 2 months.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, they're doing phenomenal. We're taking them where they're at, trying not to get them injured.
Sure.
And push them to the best that we can so they can reach their fullest potential.
So how many kids do you have on the team?
So we have 8 guys and then 5 girls.
Okay.
But it takes a team is 5.
All right.
That score. 7 can run varsity. 2 are blockers. So the lowest score wins. Okay.
Okay.
So, and they go by place. So, like the girls, if they can't make it to meet, we don't have a team score.
Okay.
So.
All right.
It's nice if you have more than 5.
Yeah, I know that. So that's your squad this year, right? That this year's team.
It was actually last year.
Last year, okay. Sorry, it was on the
That's
Facebook
okay.
page. And
Yep.
Yeah, because you're right. I
haven't updated.
don't see
yet.
Hudson in there.
No.
And so, but it's a lot like they always ran into that in tennis as well. That
Right.
If there's not 5 matches or something like that, then you have to forfeit
Right.
whatever matches you can't play. And so I know Coach Getty with tennis is always trying to find more people to play tennis so that they can just have the matches. Sounds like the more people that you can get to run, the better it is for not only you but them as well.
And so they'll race as individuals, but like the first race that Hudson did, and Chris was there, and one other fella, but I can't, Gray, but they didn't get a team score.
Yeah.
So.
And so. You said that the course, it's on grass. Every now and then they have to run a little bit on the road, maybe, but majority of it's grass. How long is a typical course?
So it's a 5K, which is 3.1 miles. So then some kids go, I can't do 3.1 miles.
Sure.
And then I'm like, yeah, you can. Like the other day, I'm like, did you realize you ran 5 miles in our workout? And they're like, oh, no, I didn't. I'm like, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So.
I won't tell y'all, I guess I will, but we signed up for the Inman Glow Run 1 year, 2 years actually, and 1 year I was the last person to finish, and the next year Whitney was the last person to finish, and so I realized that maybe at the age of 40 isn't the time to start training for cross country, but
you'd be surprised.
It's never too late.
It's never
right?
too late.
It's never too late, and so. So how's your season gone so far? I know from following the Facebook page that these guys have done pretty well, right?
So, because I'm not a statistician like my husband, he'd be able to just rattle it right off.
That's all right.
So we didn't have a team score at Dresden. At Union City, we were 7th out of 10 teams.
Okay.
At Crockett County, we were 6 out of 12 teams. At Milan, we were 3rd out of 5, and then at Huntington, we were 7th out of 17 teams. And we had multiple personal records at Huntington, and that's a hilly course. I'd say it's hilly. Wouldn't you say that's hilly?
And muddy.
And it was muddy.
All right.
And a little bit slick.
Oh yeah.
And so
what makes a good cross country course? Like if you had the optimal course to run on for it to be true cross country, what does that look like?
So. When you see these mudders, that's not the American cross country, and we don't run over hay bales or anything like that. That's European cross country.
You're not diving through pits or anything like that. Okay.
So for us, golf courses are nice. Okay. We went to Union City, and that was in the park. They hated it.
It's hilly,
really.
But the course was had lots of roots, and it was rough.
Right.
Hairpin turns.
Yeah, the ground was terrible. We were doing our pre-run. I rolled my ankle doing the pre-run. So
ideal is smooth.
Right.
It'll be grass, but smooth, and that's what's nice.
So
and not hairpin turns, because we did a race in Milan, and the finish was a hairpin turn. I'm like, you got your momentum going, and then you have to do it.
Stop to turn.
You have to
basically.
do a
Yeah.
90-degree turn. So.
It's got some pictures here we grabbed off of
Yep.
Facebook of
Gray.
the events, and Gray running there, and got one. There's Hudson. You're saying that you and I think Case was telling me that you and Sladen caught those fellas by the end of the race.
That was the Huntington race, the last race we raced, and Sladen and I ran together the entire race, and basically it was really good when you have somebody to run with.
Sure.
Because whenever you get tired, they give you confidence to keep going, and whenever they get tired, you give them confidence. So.
And so here, here y'all are holding up a plaque. Is what? Do you remember what that was?
That was Milan.
Okay, so that's where
They were third.
The third. Okay, and then you said 5. There's a good picture.
Yeah. So that's Huntington. You could tell it was raining.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday.
Because that's another thing. I guess it doesn't. As long as it's not lightning and stuff, a little bit of rain doesn't stop you from getting out and running every day.
Right.
Right. And so there's the boys from.
Yes. So Gray Armstrong, he's a junior. He's on the end. Then Sladen Hosford, he's our senior. Chris Wood is a sophomore. Kale. Thomas Richardson's also a junior. And then Hudson.
Okay.
It's also a junior.
Good looking group. There's Kale and his parents. Yeah. Always good to have parental support, right?
Yes. So cross country is not like any other sport. You can't just sit there. Well, you can, but you're missing out because they leave and then you don't see them. So if you're a good spectator, you're going to go and you're going to move all throughout the course yelling and screaming.
Okay.
So as a coach, I can't just start off. Then I got to move.
Yeah, I can't be like, I'll see you back here in 10 minutes or whatever it takes you, right?
The disadvantage, though, is, so they're like, did you see my finish? I'm like, no, I was down at the bottom of the hill cheering you up the hill. There's no way I could have made it to the finish line. So, but it's a fun sport. The parents could run all over the course. They do. Most of them do.
Nice.
Yell and scream.
Yeah. Does that help you, or does that like, oh gosh, Dad, be quiet? Like, come on, Kale, pick it up. Like, when Barry's out there just motivating you,
I'd say it helps.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it helps a lot.
Philip's been to a couple too.
Yeah,
I've seen. Yeah.
And even when it's Miss Winters, yelling at us to go faster, push to the end, it helps because mentally, it's a mental sport.
I think that was going to be my next question: is how much of it is just mental? Of my body's telling me I don't want to do this anymore. I've got to convince myself to get past this hurdle and keep going.
A lot of it is because even when we train, sometimes you still hit the wall.
Yeah,
and you got to get past that wall. So, but it's. You got to say, I can do this. And one of the best times, Mason Green's also another senior. He wasn't in that picture. He didn't get to go last week. His best race last year, I had pictures of him throwing up at the finish line. And but he went ahead and finished.
He finished, yeah.
He finished, and he got a PR.
Like you see it all the time with, like sometimes they become viral clips because of it, but like in marathons and stuff where people's bodies are just failing, but they are doing everything they can to just keep going to get to the finish line. I think, thankfully, hopefully in cross country, not too much of that happens. But again, it's all. I mean, if it was up to me mentally, I would run from about here to the other side of that door, which is about 30 feet away. And so to keep going any further than that is a mental. I mean, it takes a lot. So,
and one of the things we have to talk about all the time is you got to pace yourself.
Yeah.
And the adrenaline rush that you get at the start of the race, sometimes they get out there and go way too fast, and then they crash.
Yeah.
And that's why you'll see them with the wobbly legs later. Or they just pushed it too fast too soon. So Hudson's really good, even though he's brand new to the sport. He didn't have the experience. Kale has experience.
How long have you been running, Kale? Because you've been running a long time.
Ever since I was 5, probably.
Yeah. Because I hate to keep, but Barry, your mom and dad run a lot, right? Like they
used
run
to.
5Ks, and I remember when we did 5K, the Inman Glow run, and they were. I think the church at one time had a group that was kind of getting together and running. They helped kind of start that, and so they've been runners too. So, but since you were 5, so like 11 years now. 12 years now. How far do you think you ran in your life? Ran 1,000 miles this year, so probably don't run 1,000 miles every year, but
maybe like 3,000. But this year I've really changed training and stuff. So
He's a student of the sport.
Coach Summers is gonna we're gonna run 3,000 miles next year. We got to take a break. It's been 35 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun. But anyway, we're here with head coach Stephanie Winders from Henry County Cross Country and Hudson Massey and Cale Mathis. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors. Then Coach Summers is going to join us, tell us what's going on this week. And then we'll be back with more cross country talk. Y'all stay with us.
In a world that moves way too fast, there's one place that feels like home. Tater's Place in Paris, Tennessee, where the sizzle of a smash burger meets the sound of laughter and every plate tells a story. Bring the family, make memories, and taste the love in every bite. Live music, real people, and unforgettable food. That's Tater's Place, 3615 Highway 79 North. Find the flavor you've been missing at Tater's Place. Come and feel what you've been hungry for.
Are you looking for a fence that gives you peace of mind? At All Star Fence Company, we don't just build fences, we build confidence. Whether it's keeping your family safe, protecting your property, or simply adding curb appeal, All Star delivers unmatched quality, dependable service, and lasting results. Locally owned and trusted across West Tennessee, Kentucky, and beyond, we're the name homeowners count on for reliability and strength since 1971. All Star Fence Company, your first line of defense and your best choice for peace of mind. Visit allstarfenceandsupply.com today.
Back here for more SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew. Want to encourage you to join us next week. Got another really fun show. Going to be a different format than what we have done in the other shows so far. I got just 4 buddies coming on with me. We're just going to talk about whatever comes to mind to talk about. Coach Newman is not going to be able to make it, and so Corden Height is going to be with us instead. But it'll be me and Griffin Wood, my radio partner for Henry County Patriot football, and then Will Jelks has been on the show before talking about the Jelks, and Will's a TSSAA official and knows a lot about all kinds of different stuff. And then Dylan Poole is the assistant soccer coach at Henry County High School. He's going to be on with us. And then, like I said, Coach Corden Height from the Inman Bulldogs basketball and baseball teams will be on next week. 5 guys, 5 topics, and we're just going to spend some time discussing whatever comes up in conversation around those 5 topics. And so it should be a fun show. I think it's going to be a really entertaining one to catch and watch. And so tune in next Sunday night at 7:30 for SportsCast. And then don't forget the Mike Weatherford Show this week. He has got more from LBL's Golden Pond, the festival over at Land Between the Lakes, and the Moonshine Festival. They have food and free tastings and live music and all that. The executive director of the Friends of LBL, Elaine Jackson, will be in studio with him, as well as Steve Nolans. And so they'll be talking about everything over at LBL, as well as the Moonshine Festival they've got coming up. That is Tuesday night, September 30th at 7 o'clock, live right here from the Brewer Street Mafia Studios. So make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. We have an update on something that we've been talking about so far. So Cale has ran 1,000 miles this year, but Cale has ran 1,000 miles since April. He left that part out. He didn't even start tracking until April, right?
Yep.
So I challenge anybody out there, if you're looking for someone to get out and run with you, just call Cale Mathis, and it sounds like Cale will go run with you at any time that you want to go run. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
Just about
Anytime, really. I run a lot, so
listen, brother, to run 1,000 miles since April, you got to run a lot. So Coach Summers, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Did you run here?
Nope. I drove a truck.
You should have ran here, Coach.
No, I shouldn't have. No, I shouldn't have.
Busy week.
Yes, but thank you, Coach Winders, for the job you do, and you guys, y'all are doing awesome. And really, I mean, I was joking a while ago about running 1,000 miles. I mean, that's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But y'all are doing great, and I hope you keep having a good year and hope you keep having good things. So y'all just keep up the good work. But thank you, Coach Winders. Appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
Had a busy week last week.
Oh, yeah.
Exciting week, though.
It was a big week, and, you know, everything came to a head on Friday night when everything – and we had so much going on Friday night at the game with donation from Kroger. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Appreciate them donating $1,000 to the football team. And then we had Representative Kustoff there to do the coin toss or actually take the coin out. TSSAA won't allow him to flip the coin. He can declare whether or not we're going to war, but TSSAA won't let him flip the coin.
Not qualified to flip a
but
coin.
It was cool. It was cool to have him there, and then we had junior cheerleaders at the game, and then also, the student section was awesome. I mean, it was just a great atmosphere the whole night. But the coolest thing about the whole night was at halftime, we'd let the Best Buddies clubs from both systems, Henry County and Paris Special School District, we'd let them in free at no charge. And that Best Buddies Club, which helps special needs kids, it was just it was just fun. Yeah. And it was just great to have all of them out there. I don't know how many kids we wound up having out there at halftime, but it was just a cool, awesome deal going on. And it made me really and then I got to watch the second half of the game. We had all that going on the first half and at halftime, and then the icing on the cake was we won the game. But the coolest thing about it was seeing our students helping those special needs kids. That was just fun.
Right.
I mean, that was just really, really great. So it was just an awesome night, and then winning the game was just it was just a great night. It was a great atmosphere. If you missed last Friday night, you missed a great event. Yeah. So,
and then looking forward to this week, it doesn't slow down just a whole lot. Didn't look like from the email I got earlier today.
We got tomorrow night volleyball senior night. Okay.
Now listen, you've been talking a lot about volleyball and encouraging folks to come out to that. Last chance, at least regular season wise, I guess.
We've got a home volleyball Monday and Tuesday, and then they're away Friday, Thursday. They're away.
All right.
But Monday night's going to be we're playing Stewart County at Grove Gym, and that's senior night.
Okay.
And it'll be an exciting atmosphere. It always is, and I hope we can have a big crowd there for that. So but they've done well. They're young. But they've done well, and we've got, I think it's 3 seniors that we have. So it'll be an exciting night there at Grove.
Awesome.
And tomorrow, golf is playing in the region championship at Swan Lake.
Finished second in the district or so, right?
Yes. Team finished second, and they'll play tomorrow at Swan Lake in Clarksville, and hopefully they'll do well there and can move on, so we'll see.
All right.
And JV football is playing at Dyer County. And then Tuesday, soccer is playing – that's not right.
Should be at Dixon, right?
Yes.
According to –
Tuesday, soccer's playing at Dixon. And then Thursday, soccer's playing at home, and that'll be senior night for them.
Okay.
So got a lot going on.
Yeah. Busy week, and making the trip to Clarksville on Friday night for football and big region game as region play starts to finish out the season. But looking forward to that. But a lot of opportunities to come out. Coach, y'all are running talk about y'all got a meet Tuesday as well. It's just away,
TCA,
right?
At Trinity Christian Academy in Jackson.
Okay.
So
I know I'm not trying to put Coach Summers on the spot here, but we don't have a home cross country track, right? But we're
correct now, and Coach Summers has asked me, and then I had little health problems this past year, and I said, not this year.
Yeah.
So maybe next year.
We're working on it.
I knew that was going to be my question. I knew that you had
Yeah.
said we were working on getting a cross country home track and a meet to work or to run at, and so that'd be another opportunity.
That'll be next year, and we're trying to organize that and get that done. And,
I'll need lots of community help.
Yep.
Well,
we'll get it.
That's going to say that's a good thing about Henry County is just when you put the word out there, we need community help with something. People come in droves to do that, and so that's really exciting. I think that's awesome that if we can make that happen and host the first cross country.
Have we ever had one here, Stephanie?
Middle school.
Okay. That's what I thought. But yeah, that's something she and I have talked about, and we're trying to figure it out.
Did they do that out at McNeil?
We did it at McNeil.
I thought I remembered that. I don't remember why we were out there at the time, but there was a cross country meet out there at McNeil Park.
Yeah, middle school had it for a few years out there.
So,
a possible place could be Paris Landing, could it not?
Could be.
Yeah.
So, red tape of the state government, but if we can get that taken care of.
Right.
That would be
Well, we'll get Representative Kustoff to take care of
there
that.
There we go.
I tell you, that may be one of the best venues to have one. If you could figure out a way to run around the park for a cross country meet, that would just be
good.
Yeah. But so y'all are going Tuesday, then you've got something at the end of the week too?
Right. On Saturday, Kale's going to go to Hendersonville.
Okay.
There's a race there.
Are you going to run there, Kale? I'm just kidding. It's just from here to Hendersonville, it's just a warm up for Kale. What are you talking about?
100 miles, go.
But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt
There's
you.
a few big meets this weekend.
Yeah.
And so Memphis has a night one.
Yeah.
And just the circumstances, they filled up pretty quick. And then we talked about it. Huntsville also has a big one, but Hendersonville has a nice one. They're going to run on the former course that was the state course.
Nice.
But state this year will be in Memphis.
Okay.
They're rotating it now.
Well, that's a good thing.
It's been in Nashville. It was at Santa Ferry's Park for several years. Before that, it was at the Steeplechase.
Okay.
But now they're going to be rotating. So it's going to be in Memphis this year and next year. And then I think it's going out east for 2 years.
You kind of talked about how the team's set up as far as you have 5 runners on a team. And I know in the photos we had, like, boys and girls run at the same time. No? Okay.
No.
So
girls go and then the guys go.
Okay. So that answers that question. But then how is it an average time? How do they determine a team win?
Okay. So, like, if Kale gets third place, that's 3 points.
Okay.
And if he gets 20th, that's 20 points. So the team with the lowest scores.
Okay.
There's actually 7, though. You can have 7 on varsity, but they only count 5 runners. And then the other 2 are kind of like blockers. So if those can be close, then you're bumping someone else back a point.
Sure.
So the lowest score is the team that wins.
Okay. And then how many, I guess I'm sure from meet to meet it's different, but how many kids will be running at one time typically?
So you're right. It just depends on the meet. So we went to one, Milan wasn't very big this year.
Right.
Where there's 70 runners. But then
I guess the one you
in
went
Huntington,
17 teams or something.
Right.
You said.
When you had 17 teams, they at least had 5 people in order to be a team.
Okay.
They could have they could run more. In West Tennessee, we don't really have a varsity and junior varsity race. They just run them all together.
Okay.
So, but there was about 160. Isn't that what I said the other day? There's about 160 just in the guys.
Okay.
And about 100 girls.
Okay.
So it just depends where you go. Memphis, the one they're having this weekend, is going to be 200 or 300, and they have multiple of those races.
And so again, people are watching like, this guy's an idiot. When it comes to cross country, I am. It's okay. I know that, but I'm assuming it's like everything else. Like you have a district. Are we in the same district with?
So they call it the sectionals.
Okay.
But It's a lot of Clarksville.
All right.
We're Section 5.
Okay.
Dixon's in there, North Kentwood, West Creek, Northeast, Northwest,
Kirkwood, West Creek.
West
You
Creek,
said West
I
Creek,
think.
I think. But okay, so
Very similar to the soccer one.
very similar to soccer
Yeah.
and
Rossview.
all that.
Rossview
All right.
also, yeah.
And so y'all will compete against those schools to qualify for.
State.
Okay.
So there's only one qualifying meet. So what
Okay.
they'll do, it's on October 28th. It's a Tuesday. It'll be during the day.
Uh-huh.
It's like at 10:30 or 10:15 for guys and 11 o'clock for girls, so, which will be different for us because we're used to running at 4:30
Yeah.
and 5:15 in the afternoon. So now we're going to have a morning race, and then they'll take 4 teams, advance to state,
Okay.
and then let's say we don't make it as a team. Then they'll take out all the people who made the team. Their team made it, so they'll take out those 4 teams. And then the next 5 individuals. So, for instance, right now we are ranked 7th.
Okay.
They only take 4. Well, if Cale finishes, he's ranked 3rd. If he finishes 3rd, he'll be one of the 5 individuals.
Get to go run at state. Okay.
So when I did a virtual meet, for example, Hudson and Sladen are 28th and 29th if they ran that time at that race, and everybody else did their time that they've done at their other races. Sladen would be the 6th runner. Hudson would be the 7th runner.
Okay.
That's not on a team, which means they wouldn't get to go. They have
Okay.
to be the top 5.
Okay.
So, but that's okay.
all right.
We got goals, don't
Sure.
we? So,
Well, and again, like, this is your first year to run.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you're even in the conversation at this point, I think, is
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I just started the second week of school, and my first race I ran like a 20:33, I think, 20
Okay.
minutes 33 seconds, and then last week I ran 18:55.
so you've nearly 4 minutes or 2 minutes, I guess. You said 20:33 and 18. So nearly 2 minutes off of your time just in a matter of this season.
Yeah.
So it's
5
pretty
weeks,
remarkable.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We got 4 weeks to go.
yeah, and I'm gonna be pushing for state.
Okay. Cale, what's your times look like? What's a good run for Cale Mathis?
Well, I want to be under 17, but haven't quite got there yet. So we're getting close though. So
Okay. What's your PR right now?
17:07.
Yeah, you're really close. You're just like it's.
1707, That's awesome.
Do you know how long it would take me to run 5 miles? I'm serious. Like, or run 5Ks, 3.2 miles, right?
3.1.
It's remarkable what y'all do. I mean, I'm not just saying that. It
How
really-
long would it take you, Jeremy?
Well, if I left right now, I may make it by
Breakfast?
It's breakfast. Just have it waiting for me when I get there. But it's just like I say, it's just one of those things that it takes willpower, and that I think that's the thing that you have to be determined. I don't have it.
Yeah, this
And-
is. I've played football and soccer, and just now getting into this, I will say it's hard because you don't always necessarily have your teammates right there beside you backing you. It's a lot of self-motivation
Yeah.
and determination.
I know you said it's a lot of self motivation, but Coach, how do you motivate them? What tips do you give, and like how do you keep them one foot in front of the other?
I just tried to, if they're consistent and disciplined, they're going to get better.
Yeah.
So if they miss practice I'm like, you can't be missing. The more you put in money in the bank, then you can withdraw later. So, and what I always tell, hard work can beat talent.
Yeah.
And so, Hudson's a hard worker. We have a team. We have a lot of hard workers. Cale's a hard worker. So, some of it you just got to self motivate.
Right.
I can't. I could try.
Like you can tell everybody,
give
okay,
them
here's how you
quotes.
run, here's the best time to run, but if they don't want to get up and do it
Right.
and don't have the
drive.
will and see that's my problem is I just don't have the
Yeah.
get up and want to
Yeah,
do it.
I will say I've never been like, oh, I want to go for a run, and then now I'm running on the weekends, running almost every day.
Do you find it like almost therapeutic and
parts of it.
A lot of people, I mean, I think that a lot of people use
Parts of it.
for that. But
I know, like Kale loves running.
Yeah.
I really enjoy running. I enjoy what I get out of running more. I enjoy the reward. I enjoy working hard. It's tough, and I feel like when you do tough things, you get better. And I really enjoy that part of it. While I'm in the run, that's really hard. Don't enjoy that as much, but I enjoy the results.
Yeah.
Feel like you grow a lot when you push yourself.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm just the fact that y'all get out and do it speaks volumes to your willpower and your motivation and that kind of stuff. And it, we hadn't really talked about equipment any. We did a little lightning round at the end of the show, and one of the questions in the lightning round is about some of the equipment, shoes, and that kind of stuff. But how many?
It's an easy sport. If you have a good watch and you have good shoes,
Yeah.
then you're good to go.
So good shoes though. How many pair of shoes will you go through in a season? How many have you gone through this season?
You mean like just cross country or
Yeah.
track or?
Just cross country.
Probably just 2, but
Okay.
then you got spikes for races and stuff. So
Okay. So it's not like, I mean, it's not like putting on some Brooks and going out and running. Like there are cross country shoes that
Yeah.
y'all have that, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you'll run in Brooks. or
Right. Like just for
whatever.
training or whatever
Yeah.
and stuff.
But when
So,
you race, some of my athletes don't have spikes, but
yeah.
especially when it's muddy, that's where it's nice
Okay.
to have some spikes. But the spikes don't have the same support as just a running shoes.
Right.
But Kale's at the level he needs the spikes.
Okay. How about you, Hudson? You
I right now I just run in, your normal running shoes. I hadn't really started using spikes yet, but that's also because I'm trying to still, get my form and everything
Sure.
perfect, or as close as I can. But I will say, there's definitely a limit to the shoes. Like I'd say, after somebody's run 200 miles in them, probably don't wear them.
Did you learn that lesson firsthand? That sounds
Yeah.
like a lesson that Hudson Massey learned from firsthand experience.
At the beginning of the season, I had like my shoes, but they were On Clouds, which On Clouds are really nice shoes, but
Yeah.
they're not running shoes. So I borrowed a pair of Kale's Brooks. I ran in them for like, he'd run like how many miles in them?
400.
400, and that's well past due.
Actually, it was probably like a little under 400, I'd say.
But it was, so I was just wearing them, and after a week and a half, I was like, man, are y'all getting these holes on the bottom of your feet? And everybody's like, no, what are you talking about? And Miss Winder's like, oh, they're just blisters. They're just blisters. And they were blisters, and then they became holes.
Yeah.
So you gotta wear the right shoes, or it hurts.
Now they're calyx, right?
Yeah, now they're scarred and calloused.
Right.
But
Yeah.
now I got correct shoes, and I'm doing good.
Good. At least you didn't do like, Case the other day ran the Patriot Mile in his socks because he left his shoes at home. And so I wouldn't recommend that to anybody probably, right? Going out and running
Yeah, no.
without shoes at all. But
And then, see, with my kids who ran all the time, and Kale runs in the morning, they would alternate. So you run a pair now, tomorrow you run a different pair.
Okay.
And then let them rebound, let
Yeah.
the shoe kind of get back. But
So that's something that just normal folks
Didn't
don't
think
even
about it.
think about. Like I would have never guessed that you need to swap out your shoes so that after running 3 miles or whatever, 5 miles, whatever you train at, to let those shoes get back in a good shape to run in again. That
I don't ask the high school kids to do that, but
Yeah,
because
I got-
they're kind of expensive.
Sure.
I just got 2 pairs. There's one that I use more for like speed and stuff. Then I got my just regular easy run
Okay.
types of shoes and stuff.
And I will say a lot of people think that cross country is just running. They're like, oh, you got to run today. That's a lot in itself. But we have days where it's like we'll just run our normal run 3 or 4 miles, and then we'll have workout days, which
Yeah.
is where we'll run, anywhere between 5 and 7 miles, and 4 or 5 of those being hard, whether it be uphill or
Sure.
fast or whatever. So having different shoes for different days, different things is really important.
Y'all ready for the lightning round? It's about time. We've been here for an hour. Does it feel like it's been an hour? I tell everybody that comes on here that
Goes by fast.
it
Goes
goes
by
by
fast,
fast when you
yeah.
get in. And Coach Ulake, you was going to say something.
Henry County Middle School soccer team is going to be playing at the high school tomorrow.
Okay, on the grass field, right?
Yes, on the grass field, and that's the region semifinals at 6:30.
Nice.
If they win, they'll play Thursday at the same place
Okay.
on the grass field at the high school. So got that going on too.
Very nice. All right, time for the lightning round. Quick questions, no thinking, just answer. Okay, so we'll alternate. We'll start with you, Coach, and then go around, and then the next question we'll start with Kale. That's how it works. Okay. So, what's your favorite running shoe?
Brooks.
Brooks too, technically.
Yeah, Brooks.
Flip flops.
Okay. I've got my Hey Dudes on.
Hey, dude.
What's the longest run you've completed?
15 miles.
15?
15.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
Half marathon.
That's 13 and a half.
Point one.
13.1. Okay. All right. What half marathon was that? Was it a special one, or you just went out and ran
Training.
All right.
7 miles.
Okay.
5K.
That's me. I got a 5K in me, and that.
Long
Yeah.
time ago. But
Yeah.
5K.
Yeah.
Mine was a long, long time ago.
What's better, a morning practice or an afternoon, evening practice?
Morning.
Morning.
Afternoon, I don't like getting up early.
So what time? So when I say morning practice, I'm assuming that's when it's still nice and cool. Like, what time do you get up and run in the morning, Kale? 6 o'clock?
6:30, 7.
Okay.
6:30 to 7:30, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. You get up at 6:30.
I'm going to sweat either way, so I'm good with getting a little rest in.
What's the toughest cross-country course in Tennessee? Or that y'all have ran on?
Union City.
Yeah, Union City.
He was quick with that one.
That was terrible.
So what made it so bad? Remind me again.
The ground was like, it was like big clumps of dirt all over it, and
Roots.
Just-
your ankles
hairpin
were.
Yeah,
turns.
okay.
It was like running on uncompacted gravel.
Yeah.
So what didn't like the grass wasn't there? Didn't have that spring in the grass and soft landing that
Yeah.
you're just running
Yeah,
on,
it's like running.
almost like probably running
You're
close to
running on, like,
pavement or something. If it was compacted dirt, and
It's
so
bad.
yeah, okay. Gatorade or water?
Water.
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 One word to describe cross country.
Tough.
It's a good one.
Hard.
It's a good.
Determined.
Okay. Do you have a favorite motivational quote that you are playing over in your head as you're out running? Or what would, if somebody came up to you and said, Coach Winders, give me some motivation, what are your words of motivation going to be?
I think she has a new one.
Yep.
Oh,
I think she has a
we
new
gotta
quote.
Talk about it. That's right. I nearly forgot. Okay.
Lightweight, baby.
Sorry. So,
You get the Hudson have to
yes,
tell
you're
you
going to
the back.
explain
Yeah,
lightweight baby because I've seen it on
Lightweight
Instagram.
Yeah. So it basically just started out with this power lifter and bodybuilder. His name was Ronnie Coleman. And he had just a motto. It was lightweight,
That's
baby.
Mr. Olympus,
Yeah.
Mr. Olympia or whatever,
Yeah.
like Ronnie Coleman.
Oh, yeah, he's
like massive guy.
Huge.
Yes.
And there were videos of him. And there was one video, and he did like 8 reps of benching 2,000 pounds. I mean, not benching, leg pressing 2,000 pounds. And the whole time he's just lightweight, baby, just saying it. So when I got started with running, I was like, man, I got to have something to, because this is hard. So then I thought about that, and I was like, okay, that's going to be it. And I told Miss Winders about it. Now the whole team yells it the whole time.
Nice. That's awesome. It's a good. That's
good.
good motivation.
It's
you know,
quick.
if
It doesn't require a lot of air to yell on the course.
3 little words is
Little words.
get you there.
My high squeaky voice will hear that every now and then scream that.
I think that's great. That's awesome to hear. That
My husband hates my high pitched voice, but I'm like, but they know it's mine.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it's okay.
they can tell who's out
My
there.
kids know, and my kids know.
Yeah.
So
Well, guys, thank y'all so much for coming on. I wish you best of luck this week. If you're running on Tuesday, or if you're running on Saturday, whatever courses you get. Again, just it blows me away that you're able to do that, and the girls as well. Is that from this year's team or last year?
that's this year.
This year's team.
So we have
And so
Madeline Townsend, Elia Wilson, Marley Jo Shell, Abby Bush, Madison Fuller is not pictured
Okay.
in that one, and Alicia Stutzman's not pictured.
okay, but just the work that goes into doing it. And I think that's when y'all. I remember.
I went to Union City.
Yeah, Kale finished third, and Hudson was in the top 20 or something, and then Marley finished
19th, I think.
Okay, I remember both of them finished
Or
inside
16.
the top 20 or something like that.
16.
And so,
16.
And I got 19th.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but I mean, just the work that it takes to do that, I'm blown away by it. I thank you all for coming by.
Thank you for highlighting us.
Well,
We
I mean,
appreciate
like I said, it's it's see y'all out and about, training in the mornings and running and doing whatever, and just wanted to bring some attention to the program because you're doing great things and have been for a while. Like I said, I know, your boys being state champions, I knew that they were good at that. Went to school, right? Went to college and ran in college,
Yes,
both of them.
all of them.
All of them. So, so thank you all for coming on. And like I said, best of luck in your races, and be rooting for y'all to get to state yourself and represent Henry County well.
I tell them we could be the underdogs.
That's right.
So
There's got to be somebody, but why not be y'all, right?
It's going to be us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, appreciate it. Thank you all for joining us. Again, don't forget, next Sunday night, just going to have some guys on to talk about whatever we can think to talk about. And so it should be a fun show. Maybe Coach Summers will drop in on us next week, too. And then don't forget Mike Weatherford show on Tuesday night. Talk about LBL and the Moonshine Festival.
Thanks for all the support for all of our sports.
Yes.
Football, softball, all of them. I mean, soccer, everything. Just thank you so much for all the support that everybody's given us. Appreciate it.
It's just hit the Henry County way.
It is.
Guys, appreciate you checking in tonight. Join us next week. We'll be live from the Brewer Street Mafia Studios again at 7:30. Want to say thank you to our sponsors one more time real quick. TEC, Taters, All-Star Fence, thank you. Thanks to Shelter Insurance, to Eaton Construction, to Patriot Plumbing, to Tennessee Real Estate, and to the Peddler Advantage for giving us some spotlight on the front page of the Peddler. And so appreciate y'all very much. Thank you for tuning in. As always, take care of yourself and each other. We'll see y'all next week.